The man placed a syringe over Kaiji's finger and slowly pushed the steel needle in from the back of the syringe. The instant the needle pierced Kaiji's fingernail, he felt like he was about to explode. Just a few hours earlier, the older man had taken 6 million yen in cash from his bag and exchanged it for pachinko cards. Hoping to win the 700 million yen jackpot, he began praying for luck. Everyone else was confused, but the manager upstairs noticed something off. He realized the older man was pretending. His expression lacked any real determination. Even so, that didn't matter, because the older man's accomplices were already in action. Only a few minutes had passed, yet he had already used 2 pachinko cards. Now he was furious. The manager sensed something major was about to happen but couldn't figure out what might go wrong. The older man, normally greedy, now seemed completely indifferent. He was clearly wasting his cards, and even if he ran out of money, his reaction was minimal. There was no trace of desire for victory. What was he planning? The older man had only 1 card left, and it would be used up in minutes. Not a single ball had even reached the 3rd stage. At this point, it seemed all over, and the crowd began to disperse. The manager left too, equally puzzled, wondering if the man had really come to challenge the game. Suddenly, a loud explosion rang out. It turned out this had been the older man's real objective. He furiously claimed the casino was cheating, accusing them of remotely controlling the machines. The manager, alarmed, immediately tried to restrain him, but it was too late. The statue in the older man's hands contained a bomb. Everyone around panicked. However, the manager looked at the older man and felt something was off. There was no real determination in him. Suddenly, the manager understood. It was Kaiji's plan all along. The manager didn't even care about the bomb because it was fake. The older man had been acting the entire time. He hurried to his office, but when he arrived, he found Kaiji inside. Overjoyed, the manager was confident he had seen through Kaiji's plan. Kaiji's goal wasn't the 700 million yen jackpot, it was the casino's vault. Now that the plan had been discovered, the manager proudly opened the door, showing off. Kaiji was stunned. The room was filled with cash. The manager, seeing Kaiji's expression, became even more convinced of his guess. What he didn't know was that this was all part of Kaiji's plan. But at that moment, Kaiji was treated as a thief and had to face the casino's punishment, a form of torture.
これはもっと上品なものだよ。こうして抜けないようにセットして、あとはここのネジを回せば筒の中の針が進むんだ。ちょうど爪のわずか下の場所にメリメリと。貴様、本気か？あいにく冗談は言わないたちでね。
想像を絶する痛みを超えた激痛。
The older man was beaten severely, while Kaiji endured excruciating pain. He had almost no strength to resist.